All right. The reason I wanted to show that was this has been the journey that I'm on. So that picture was taken not last November, not the November before, the November before that. So 3 years and 2 months ago, okay? I was probably around 400 pounds. That's the reason I wanted to show the pictures, just to show that it's life. You may want everything all at once. Here's the interesting part. I've actually just made this video and the file was corrupted. So I'm making the entire video again. 30 minutes. Let's just try to see if I can do it in 20 minutes. So this is Divinity Virtue. My name's Dustin Taylor. And apparently everything happens for a reason, so it's on divine timing. And in the last week, it's been a very interesting week because I've had a lot of highs and lows. I had a few interviews, and the one interview was an hour and a half long. So you interviewed me for an hour and a half, which is that's a long time as it is. And I didn't get the job. And I'm just thinking, that's nuts. I've had interviews that have lasted 5 minutes and I've gotten the job before. I don't know what's really going on because, like, in a spiritual awakening, I now know that it's all about the journey. And everything happens for a reason. Everything's already set up. You're just supposed to be thankful for what you have, supposed to just enjoy life and be thankful for the experience. Okay, I understand that. But I'm going to tell you, being patient is it's crazy. The discipline is absolutely crazy. The second interview, so this position was sales, customer service, and you had to know how to use QuickBooks, which is an accounting software program. So my entire life, I've either been a salesman, I've been in customer service, or I've been in management. And I have a finance degree, and I went back for my CFA, which is a chartered financial analyst, which is the world's hardest designation to even get. It's three exams, and I didn't even I passed the first exam, but I didn't make it past on the bell curve. So everything, and I get this. The, life is like in a spiritual awakening, you get broken down. So everything that you think you were. So if I was a salesman, manager, finance, that's all gone now. I now know that I have to move forward with divinity virtue. I get that. So I'm doing the consulting thing. I'm doing help for others and not so much myself anymore. And everything comes at a later date. Okay, I get that. I have no problem with that logic. But here's the thing. I might have like the world record for most firings over 85 plus. This year, I've had, if I, this year and last year, if I've applied for over 8,000 jobs, I have also 8,000 denials. I just got a denial this morning when I woke up and I'm thinking, I can't catch a break. You know, winter, this has been really tough for me as well because I'm helping out my buddy who's got a lawn care and snow removal company. And if it would have just snowed like it normally does, right after Halloween to even now, I probably would have made anywhere from five to $8,000. I've made 1,000, and I'm just thinking, this is crazy. Like my debt, it's not going anywhere. I know that I can't even leave Lethbridge. Every time I've tried to leave Lethbridge, I'm stuck in this cycle. I'm stuck in such a karmic cycle that I have to go through everything. I have to close off every door. And when you're in a karmic cycle and a spiritual awakening, now it's like your paradigms of what comes to you only comes to you at certain times. It's horrible. And I would love to get out of this, like being crazy and whatnot. I just know that I'm so close. I'm so unbelievably close. The six pack, I woke up today, grabbed my chub, thinking, okay, it's a little bit smaller today. You know, you flex in the mirror, things are starting to shape up and whatnot. But I've also worked out for 2.5 hours every day. I'm burning 3,400 calories minimum a day. And that's because I like to eat. I'm an emotional eater. I'm not going to give up food. I'm really not. The difference is I know what food to put in my body so that if I'm just going to sit there for 5 hours and eat. And that's what I'm wondering is like, I talked to this one lady at the gym. I go, what? You don't like to eat? She goes, this is the reason I got this way. I go, not true, because it's what you eat. I can guarantee this because if I'm eating 5 to 6,000 calories a day and it's all healthy calories, but I'm also burning 3,000 minimum. If I didn't burn that 3,000, that 5,000, even if it was healthy calories, I would balloon up. I would look like a balloon. So yesterday, I was working out, and this one lady, she goes, wow, you are literally sweating the pounds off of you. And I said, I know, isn't that crazy? Like, it was a puddle. It was so bad that, like, you could watch wherever I walked, and it would be footprints. It's like that. You know when you see those videos of like ghosts that like walk into like powder and whatnot? That would have been me. You would just see wherever I went, there would be a footprint. If I stopped for a minute, there would be a puddle. So it'd be footprint, puddle. Like I can't believe how much I work out and sweat. It's crazy, but it's nothing. It's an everyday thing. Don't get me wrong. I don't like waking up like it's 8 o'clock. I should have been at the gym. The video crashed on me, so I'm going to make another video before I go to the gym. You can see in the background the sunlight hours are starting to come up. It was dark when I made the first video. Whatever. Anyways, I just know that like in a spiritual awakening and everything's supposed to happen like on divine timing. I know the end of my path, right? And I've asked people, I said, if I could get you someone who can show you your path or paths in life, would you be interested? And everyone goes, no, 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 no. I'm going, why not? Like, don't you want to have like an easier life? And everyone's response is, no, because then that takes away from life and like the experiences and this and that. And I said, I'm thinking to myself, okay, like maybe they're right because I used to be that guy who was like the YOLO, you only live once, get your instant gratification, do this now. And I'm thinking, okay, I'm 2 years and almost 3 months sober, okay, from everything. And I'm thinking, okay, when I was bored before, I probably would have just gone to the liquor store, got some fast food, came home, maybe played some poker, and then just ended the night that way. And yesterday, it was like 6 o'clock at night. And I was like, I'm going to go to bed. I said, like, I got nothing to do. My company's all finished. I look at my company, I look at my slides, I look at my presentation, every which one of them. I've even started like filling out questionnaires, acting as someone else just so that when I eventually get clients, I don't act as if I'm some kind of amateur. I at least act as if I'm intermediate, that I've done it before. And I can't tell you, like I know how this is going to go. I do. Like I'm pretty sure I'm in this cycle for at least another year, 6 months to a year, which means this cycle was a 2.5 to 3 year cycle, maybe even more. Like, ugh, that's a long time to just because I know I got anointed from God. I know this is a spiritual test. I know this. I know that everything that they've done to me, I signed up for the paradigms, but I signed up for it all at once. And that means if I would have known about this, I would have, I would have been out of Lethbridge 3 years ago when I should have listened to my initial thought of, I have money, it's time to leave. That should have been the initial thought. You know what happened? I said, oh no, in a while. Because I was that person that, I'm comfortable. I get to live in a house. My rent's cheap. I have to just take care of some bills, some food, maintain the house. My life is pretty easy. But do I want it easy anymore? I don't. Because my whole family, I tell you, like when I think about what they used to go through in the past. We were drinkers. We all like to drink. We all drank, and then we all eventually either found hard drugs or went through the sex addiction. Like it, drinking was, I think, our gateway. And I'm thinking, yesterday I probably could have gone out and got a bottle and just enjoyed life. Shit, I actually have Jaeger in my freezer and three twisted teas and three beers in my fridge. And I'm thinking, actually, I wouldn't even had to go out and get 'em. That would have probably got me drunk because I haven't drank in 2 years and change. But I don't want to. I think what my ancestors are trying to do is they're trying to say, okay, you know what? You think you're generational change? We're going to challenge you on everything. We're going to keep you true to everything that you say you are. Because in a spiritual awakening, it's not about the instant gratifications anymore. It's about the journey, about understanding the highs, the lows, and trying to control your reactions. And I'm thinking to myself, like, I'm trying to chase the peace. And yesterday, it's just like I've been on this wild roller coaster this last week. During the winter, like it was minus 41 with wind chill. Every time I got out of the truck, put my head down and said, "You're doing this to get yourself out of Canada. Just put your mind down, put your head down, just keep going, keep going." And I missed that one day with my buddy, and I told him, I said, "Hey, like I'm sorry for everything that happened. Like if you don't want me to work for you, like I understand." I owned up to my mistakes. I did not say, "Hey, like this." No, I took it. I said, "Hey, whatever happens, happens, because this is on me." And he understood. And the reason I'm thinking like I probably have like Guinness Book of World Records for number of firings, number of denials, which means that this year everything's going to line up like this. By June, I should have a six pack. By June, I should be debt free, which means by August I can get that business license, have that paid for. That gives me 4 months where I can start focusing on clients and try to transition this so that once it does snow again, I can leave. I have enough of a pipeline that I can start working with clients wherever I am, start making money, and just start enjoying life. I'm not staying in Lethbridge anymore. I'm really not. Getting to the point of like, why am I here? This is, I can't believe it. It just, the city, the people, me, my mentality, it's not right for this anymore. I don't really know. And you know what the worst part is? That other video was 30 minutes long. This one's at 13 minutes. And I'm thinking I got nothing else to say because I don't even remember what I said in the other video. Horrible. But like, yeah, got denial from this one company, this other company, because it was so cold. I was supposed to have an interview, and he goes, "Oh, well, can we set up the interview next week when the snow is done?" And I said, "Hey, you know what? Sure, whatever works for you." Sure enough, after the snow was done, he goes, "Oh, we've hired someone." And I'm thinking, what? Like, I can't even tell you how unlucky I am right now. And like, I don't know. I don't know. The fact that I know my ending and the fact that it's like, hey, you can leave if you want. No, I can't. That's the worst part is because how do you leave with no money? I'm really gambling then if I'm leaving with no money going somewhere else. If I do that, that means I'm going straight to Australia. I'm not traveling first whatsoever because I do have connections in Australia. I do have a place to stay, and I can do that like right then and there. But then that means I'm relying on people, and that might be something I don't really like to do. Even though I'm relying on my grandma to help me out, she's also relying on me. I do take care of her house, her recycling, her garbages, her sidewalks, her yards. I clean her bathroom. I clean her kitchen. The only thing I don't do at it is because I've changed my diet. She buys her own food, and I buy my own food. We have two different diets, so that's the difference now. I don't cook for her anymore. And it's just like I just can't catch a break in this world. And I know that my ancestors, because I was anointed from God, and I know this is a challenge. That once you get through like one spiritual level, It's like what you're doing is you're bypassing the here and now, saying, no, energy, world, you know what? I appreciate what you gave me, but I don't believe this is the best for me, even though it may be the best for me at this time. And that is the sickest part about life because I know that if I go through all of this, which I might add was brought on to me all at the same time. Like I can't even tell you when you have a spiritual awakening, almost get to bankruptcy, get a twin flame. You know that everything that that psychic said has just kicked in, and that was 10 years later. And I'm thinking, really? So my life's set up, but I had to go through all of this. I had to keep the mentality of going, okay, what can I control? I can control working out, picking up bottles, eating healthy, and then trying to hustle just to pay for my bills. That's all I'm focusing on. And I want to get this company going so bad. I want to just have my beautiful wife, have some kids, just go live off the land. I'm done. I'm telling you, this like rat game, we're in the entrepreneurial world. Like everything I'm trying to show these videos, I hope that people understand that it's not that I'm not going to go to a counselor or anything because I got too much ego and pride and I got no money. Let's just get real. So I just rather rant on a computer screen, save it, post it for the world. You guys can judge all you want because at the end of the day, I'm not holding on to anything anymore. It's let go. I'm just expressing my emotions and I'm not leaving anything tied to me so that I'm handling every situation sober with a calm mind. I'm trying not to overreact. I'm trying to change the way I think. I do not want the instant gratification. I really do. But I'm trying to change it so that I don't want it and that whatever comes later on is going to be the best, most beneficial for my life. I don't know. My family, I can tell you, we were either drinkers, sex addicts, drug addicts, just shady. Some of the things we did were pretty ass shady. And I watched and learned everything from them. I knew one cousin. He was he was a slut. Let's just get real. He could go pick up. He was a good-looking guy, had six pack, long hair, brown skin. He could pick up women like there was no tomorrow. And he still can. But then when I look at him from back in the day, I'm thinking, yeah, that guy's cool. Mm, I don't know. I guess we all have stories and we all have whatnot. Like, don't get me wrong. I dabbled in all that stuff and I had fun. But at the end of the day, it's like I only have stories. Stories, stories, stories. That's it. Like I said, if I've been fired 85 plus times, I even probably I did actually. I went to the government and I said, hey, like, can you send me all my records of employment or my T4s? And it was just I was going to make a book. Like, I could tell you how many times I've been fired. It's been crazy the things I've done. And I'm just thinking, why did I do any of that stuff? Like, I don't know. But those are learning lessons. Anyways, this is not the video I wanted. The other video was way better. I just know that things are changing. People are changing. I lost 6 friends in the last 2 weeks. I even said it. I said, all right, God, universe, energy, spirit guides, anyone who doesn't want to be my friend, let them take off their masks. Let them show them true selves. Sure enough, they did. And it's okay. You know, when you uh when you tell people that you're going to change and that you actually keep through with it, people, I don't know, they change too. Because I can tell you this one girl, she she was supposedly one of my best friends. Interesting. She At the beginning of the year, she was having a lot of problems. And then she said, okay, well, I'm going to eat healthy. I'm going to start working out. And then I'm going to work on a side business, which she should be doing, right? So she ended up finding a boyfriend. She might be doing a side business. I don't really know. She's, I don't know. She ended our friendship. And, she doesn't go to the gym anymore. That's fine. You know what? She's got a beautiful face. She's a bigger girl, so she's going to choose that lifestyle of being just a beautiful face, but bigger. Even though she hates her body, doesn't want to work out, she put in like maybe a week worth of effort. Took her selfie pictures. People were congratulating her. She hasn't gone since. And I'm thinking, that's interesting. Okay, some of my other friends started out in the gym lifestyle and then eventually went to the bar scene. I haven't seen them in the gym since. They're done. And I'm thinking, it's amazing how the scenes go. And even my sister, she started out, I don't know how long ago, maybe a couple of months ago, she went out, bought brand new clothes, bought a gym membership, shoes, and everything. And I even told her, I said, why are you doing this? I said, don't buy a brand new shoes or a gym membership or clothes. I said, go get a jump rope. Even if you do it for 15 minutes a day for 30 days straight, just to get yourself into that routine of working out, pushing yourself, that when you do get to the gym, you're not going to feel so sluggish or that people are watching you. Because I'm going to tell you right now, it's nobody's ever been my friend. It's taken me hours, days, months, years to eventually get accepted into like lots of different things. I can tell you, like the bar scene right now, it's taken me 3 years. That now that my name is so good, nobody walks on my name. Everyone knows who I am. Everyone. But here's also the funny part. When I go out, I dress out. I dress up. I make sure that I look good and present myself very well. But when I'm going to the gym, I'll dress up like a thug. And I can walk past all these people who see me in the bar scene, will come and talk to me and won't recognize me on the street. That's how different that is. When I go out, I show up. I want to make sure people know who I am. But when I'm just doing my own thing, I don't even care if you notice me. I just want to go and get my stuff done. A to Z, boom, that's my life. And but I asked my sister, I said, why did you end up quitting? She goes, oh, I didn't like the people at the gym or how they treated me. And I said, hold up, that doesn't make sense to me. Did you go to the gym to make friends or did you go to the gym to like actually work on yourself and feel better? Because I've been to the gym at this one gym right now for almost 10, 11 months and everyone knows me now. I get head nods from people I've never even talked to. People watch me, people will come up and talk to me and go, oh, how long do you do this? Why are you doing this for? And I said, well, the initial thing was it was for a girl. Now it's a big F you to the girl. And now it's because I've come so far on this journey that I might as well start a business revolving around health and wellness. All thanks to that girl. So you know what? Blessing in disguise. You came in. You ruined my heart. We played the runner chaser game. I run so much faster than you. You can't ever catch up to me. I just the worst part is I literally just narrowed down my dating pool. I couldn't get women to date me before. I could get women to go home with me. Cool. Now it's like it's the same thing. I can't get any woman to date me, but to go home with me. It's at any time, and I don't want that. If I knew how easy it was to be a player back in the day, and I had to work hard, I had to read books, play the games. The dating game's stupid. At the end of the day, just treat people nice. Don't give them the backhand compliments. Oh, nice guys finish last. Yeah, I'm a nice guy. I finished last. But here's the deal. I got 30 women that if I wanted to, they would probably go on a date with me. I get to be picky and choosy now. And maybe that's egotistical, but you know what? I worked hard for this. I never ever took anyone home. I never ever crossed any boundaries. I don't make rude compliment or rude comments. I make compliments that come genuine from the heart. I look people in the eyes. I ask them about their days. I ask them how they're feeling, their thoughts, what their plans are. I don't bring up any drama. I don't care. These videos are for me to rant and get out everything that I have so that I can at least just go, all right, good video. I'm not holding on to anything. I could go on with my day. So I don't know. I don't even know how many rants I went on in this video. It is what it is. All I know is just try to be the best you can be. Because I'm going to tell you, there's a lot of people that go through their problems. And this spiritual awakening, all the paradigms, I just can't believe this. Like the fact that I know the ending of my life and the fact that I know that nothing will happen to me unless it's meant to happen to me, you literally just get broken down. I'm watching myself, okay, so I was a big fat kid. Great, you're going to get a six pack? So you broken down, now you're a whole new person. Hey, everything you believed in the past, it's probably not true. The world's set up, it's all a pyramid scheme. Everyone who's tied to everyone is tied to everyone. Like, you just got to figure out this is the entrepreneurial world. Use your time. Your time is your money. And it's like, I even just saw a meme the other day. It showed two polar bears and they go, hey, you want to act like humans? And the one polar bear goes, yeah, let's do that. So the one polar bear gets into a house and goes, I got depression. And the other polar bear goes, I have to go to work and I can't even afford the gas so that I can go to work tomorrow. It's sad, but it's true. Because at the end of the day, you're working for someone else's passion and paying for the gas was somebody else's passion. See how many passions you're paying for? Just to what? Maybe enjoy your own passions? See the paradigm there? Everyone who's created their own companies use their time on their passions, and people who want to just go work for someone else and make their own money will spend their money on other people's passions instead of creating their own passion, using their own time wisely, and not getting made fun of by polar bears acting as mean. It is what it is. Anyways, I'm going to see how this video turned out because the other one was way better, but everything happens for a reason, so I can't be mad. Maybe it was a learning lesson. I've also been watching videos about like Emma Watson and Keanu Reeves, and I never really thought acting or actors and actresses, like, I understood they had an expertise to them, but I didn't understand how far it went down. And when you watch these two, and I was watching some videos that analyze them, they slow down the way they talk. They let people hold on to the words. So you pause your statements. And it shows a much more clear, defined way of telling a story and keeping people interested. So even though I'm not a motivational speaker, and that's where I would like to eventually get there once I figure out everything and start having my own life working the way I want it to, I would love to speak in front of people. Right now, I can do karaoke and I can butcher every song and I'll be shaking on the inside. But at the end of the day, I guess that's just the step for me to learn how to control my inner thoughts and my inner fight or flight responses. Like I said in some of my other videos, I'm a flight guy. Right now, I'm so antsy, but I know I can't leave. And that's the worst part. I just got to keep pushing through this. Once this karmic cycle's done, it's over. It's on to a brand new beginning. And when it does happen, I'm going to look at the last 3 years and go, you made it through it. Even your spirit guides, your ancestors are saying, we could have let you go back to drinking. We could have, but we're not going to. We want to see if you'll do it straight. We're going to put you through all this pain. And I'm so glad that I have emotions because, like I said, if I wasn't a empath, but I was like a psychopath or a sociopath and I didn't feel any of these pains or emotions, then I'd have a lot more questions in life. You know, I'll take it. It bossed me up. It leveled me good. So I'm learning lots. I just wish that I honestly wish nobody goes through what I've gone through. Nobody. Like when I had my addictions, it's like I had more money because I always wanted to pay for my addictions. So I always had money. I was always working, always doing this, doing that. Now that I have no addictions, I have lots of time on my hand. I'm telling you, you go crazy. It's you. That's why people have chased the highs and the lows. It's because of the addictions or because of what they get from it. It's the instant gratification. And when you go through a spiritual awakening, you say, okay, I believe that the end is where the what I'm supposed to have, and you'll get everything, but not instantly. You'll get one thing. Then maybe 6 months, a year later, you'll get a second thing. And that's how you're building up your life. It's the journey. It's just the journey to the top. I'm just going through hell. I just knew that if I knew about this 10 years ago, if I would have known about the time frame, I would have been out of here 3 years ago and not gone through this. I didn't. I was stupid. I took every step and kept going forward because sometimes you're ignorant to the cause. And I really wish that psychic would have just told me the timeline as well, because now I have to, and in June, when I have that six pack and I'm debt free, I am going back to that psychic and going, all right, no one story that is three stories that I have to figure out. You just tell me my path. You tell me the good part of it, the bad part. Good part, bad part, good part, bad part. Let me decide because this game of life, you have path, good and bad paths. Path, ugh, whatever. You have good and bad, and you have an arcana that either is really good or really bad. This whole bad path, my only major arcana was the twin flame. Fell in love with the heart. And that's another thing. Somebody tried to add me on Facebook yesterday. I don't know who it is, but the name's very close. The picture is very close. The forehead looks very close, but the face is different. And I don't know if she gained weight or what. She didn't respond back, but I'm thinking that's a very weird person because I've never met the person. They have no friends. It's not one of those trying to sell themselves pictures. So there was something with that. I don't know who that was, but if that was a twin flame, uh, that's the one door I need to close, and that's going to be the hardest door of your entire life. That being said, I'm just going to go to the gym, sweat off the pounds, and come back and be a hermit and maybe go out tonight. It's Friday. We got a nice, beautiful Chinook, which is a nice, just warm wind that will just melt everything. It seriously brings people out of seasonal depression. So it's like in my country, you have depression for when it snows, then you get like 2 weeks of like on depressedness. It is what it is. You gotta take your losses before you become the boss. Try to be 1% better. Let's help everyone to grow, succeed, and be the best they can be. Everything happens on divine timing. My name is Dustin Taylor. This is divinityvirtue.com. I really hope you guys learned something from these videos. Even if not, it's a way for me to rant, get everything off my chest. You guys can just understand that it's a way to go to counseling and therapy and talk your stuff out, because when you hold on to things, that's where it creates the problems. If you guys want to judge me, that's okay. We all have a path and a journey. Try to make sure that you judge yourselves first. Make sure your hands are clean, because right now my hands are almost as they have ever been. So that being said, I hope you guys see the picture. Go check out the website. I'm almost done everything, and once this gets going, it's going to be a slingshot, and I'm not looking back. I'm going to make sure that this is one of the best, well-run companies I can ever do. I even had a thought that maybe I'll start getting people that are willing to just listen to people for their mental health and not make it like a, you know how they have the kids helpline, but I like it for like young adults to adults, just something like that. Anyways, that being said, God bless. Amen. Have a wonderful weekend.